Okay. Listen up, kiddos, because I'm going to start a cult. And this cult's going to revolve around logic and reasoning. Let's call it the Church of Logic and Reasoning. Trademark. Well, how do you know fact from fiction? What makes you capable of starting a church of logic and reasoning? Because everybody has their own opinions. Everybody has their emotions that work inside their brain or whatever. I really think emotions are completely separate from logic. I think there's this thing called left and right brain. I'm not going to get into that right now. Maybe in the next video where I can tell you later. Okay, so I told Holly I'd start a cult. With that being said, don't take me too seriously. I have problems with my behavior, and I'm not perfect. But let's start with my ideals. Might makes right. Not good or bad, but survival of the fittest. Do you like to work? No? Well, do you like money? Because that's the world we live in, and if you want to survive, then you're gonna freaking work for your dollar. Regardless of if it's fleeting or not, because your government makes decisions for you because you appointed these officials. You appointed them. Well, the people in your society with the most influence, people who share the most ideals, voted these people in, and that's exactly where you're headed. Multiculturalism is bullshit. You can't have everybody think the same way under one government, because people are going to get killed off eventually for their different ideals. Morals are bullshit. There's no such thing as good or bad. It's a human concept. But anyways, like flat earthers and NASA, right? Flat earthers say that they can prove the earth is flat. We just gotta fly around the South Pole to the North Pole, or like this. NASA says NASA's already got videos and whatever of us in space and evidence, whatever, and some people don't believe it. But this crap under multiculturalism fucking government, you have these people with different ideas, and they question what they were born into. So you can't have multiculturalism. I mean, unless you wanted to fucking kill these people off or silence them, and people are gonna riot over that kind of thing. And I guess it bugs me that I live in a world where I have to work until I die, because that's what everybody else is doing. Because I don't know why I'm working, because we gotta help the rich people or something. I don't know. Because we gotta uphold our society or something. I mean, that seems like the logical thing to do, but supposedly the media tells us the truth, but we also have people that don't believe it, and they have their own ways of looking at it, and in reality, you're gonna see exactly what you want to see. I mean, say Tim has a fucking cow phobia. He avoids all the cows because, I don't know, he might have been bit by one at a young age, or somebody he trusted told him that all cows were evil. Either way, he thinks fucking cows are evil, so he avoids them. He never has a bad run-in with a cow, but he never has a good run-in with a cow either. If we somehow changed his opinion and we got him to see that not all cows were evil, he could have good run-ins with cows. But because of this, he's not going to open his mind to different ideas. I don't know, I could start a church or a cult Might makes right. Say you have this giant 50-foot alien, and he comes along and he sees Earth, and oh look, this one has people on it. I'm gonna eat it because it's like candy. You know, he doesn't have any concept of good or bad. He's just got this concept of he's got to eat, and that's just the shit that happens. So those of you still with me, welcome to the Church of Logic and Reasoning. Trademark. I have one goal for this church. I want to teach people that their actions have consequences. Commandment number 1 in the Church of Logic and Reasoning: there is no right, there is no wrong. There is only cause and effect. So, you know, do the logical thing. Reason and do the logical thing. Commandment number 2: don't go fucking kill people, because most of the time that's not logical. You want to look at what could happen and decide that maybe the right thing is the logical thing. I mean, I don't know. Computers might compute and say, oh, you might want to do this or whatever. They could still be wrong, but you want to do what's logical, right? I don't know, you could say like, oh, what if our minds are connected or some shit like that. They might be, but you shouldn't be making any decisions based off of anything you don't know already. I mean, now it sounds like Scientology, but I want to tell you that Scientology has these moral obligations that they follow, and because they have a distinction between right and wrong, and that's fucking stupid to me. So that's why Church of Logic and Reasoning, I start here. See, reason, do what's logical. Commandment number 3: everyone has their own opinions. So somebody might see one thing as logical and somebody else might see another thing as logical. So this is where the reasoning part comes into commandment number 2. We have language, we can communicate with people, and we can see, you know, oh hey, how do you feel about this? You know, more to come.